Hey, this is Richard Hudson with Ignite Consulting Partners Compliance Corner. In our last video, we talked about one of the first key steps every organization needs to make with regards to compliance, and that's appoint someone who's going to be responsible. The second thing we want to talk about, that we're going to talk about today, is integrating compliance as part of your company culture. And so the example we're going to talk about a little bit today is when businesses make decisions. So businesses make decisions on what they're going to do all the time, and they look at what the costs are going to be, what the savings are going to be, what the potential profits are going to be. And oftentimes compliance is not included in either the consideration of making the decision nor the implementation. So for a really good example came up recently, had a client that wanted to charge fees. And so they were looking at it from, how many accounts are late, how many late fees are they going to accrue, what potentially was the cash flow, and no one had stood back and considered, what does my retail installment contract allow me to do? What am I allowed to do in the states that I operate in? They operated in multiple states, and what the requirements were going to be. And then last, even what their system that they maintained, they serviced those loans on, would allow them to do in those multiple states. And none of these considerations were made after they'd already made a lot of time invested into researching whether or not that would be the right decision for their business. So, things often are considered as you're making these process changes. Other examples include buying or selling notes potentially, collections activity. There's different requirements depending on where your collections, and licensing requirements that are state specific. So, as part of your culture of compliance, it's really important to include compliance as part of the considerations when you're making decisions about your business. Thanks for joining Compliance Corner, and have a great day.